Hello and welcome to Let's Talk SEO. Most people watching my channel probably already know, but if you do not know, Google has announced their December spam update. That's right, folks. A day after, or maybe 2 days after Google finished rolling out the December core update, they've now announced the Google December spam update. Now, this is a very important update. I was not expecting it, honestly, in December because I thought maybe this was the last update, the core update that just passed a few days ago. But I honestly don't put this type of thing beyond Google because they would do just about anything to broaden their bottom line. And if they can put more sites out of business or force them into advertising, that is what they will do. But this spam update is kind of special because, as I will go into, they actually talked about what they're intending to change with the spam update. And in this video, I'm going to just unwrap a little bit of what they're intending to do. And also, there's a link in the description to the document that talks about this. Now, remember, if you have watched my previous video, I said that Google had said, and I just presented it to you guys that it takes several months for them to plan the update and then kind of do some back end stuff and then roll out the update. Is actually several months after they have planned the update. So it would make sense that the December spam update was probably planned somewhere around March, maybe February, or maybe in early January. So the plan might have been in early January, and then they kind of started working on it. So if that's the case, Google is probably more transparent about the spam update. And as I'll show you, there are a few things that Google is telling us that's going to happen with this spam update. The first thing is, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed to my channel. I talk about a lot of this stuff. It's a lot of nerdy stuff. It's a lot of technical stuff. But if you're trying to do SEO for yourself or you're trying to, get into the SEO business, then this channel is for you. It's not entertaining. I'm not an entertaining guy, but you will learn a lot. So the first thing is, Google has said that obviously the spam updates are rolled out to kind of reduce low quality or unoriginal results. The problem with that is the previous spam updates kind of increased the number of spammy results and low quality websites. So what they're intending to do right now, and their goal with the December update, at least that's my assumption based on this document, which is linked in the description, is they're going to try to stop scale content abuse. So this is something they also wanted to do with the previous update. They kind of did it, but they only did it with a lot of the smaller sites. Now they're going after the more larger sites. And what they've said here, and this is very interesting, the wording itself, which is directly from Google's blog, it says, "We've long had a policy against using automation to generate low quality or unoriginal content at scale with the goal of manipulating search rankings." What does that sound to you? Okay. This policy was originally designed to address instances of content being generated at scale where it was clear that automation was involved. All right? Now, the next part of this is even more interesting. Today, scaled content creation methods are more sophisticated, AI, and whether content is created purely through automation isn't always clear. Spun content versus AI content. To better address these techniques, we've strengthened our policy to focus on this abusive behavior, producing content at scale to boost search rankings. Whether automation, human, or a combination are involved, which means AI, human-edited AI content, blatantly AI content, partially AI content, all of that. This will allow us to take action on more types of content with little to no value created at scale, like pages that pretend to have answers to popular searches people also ask, but fail to deliver helpful content. So, if you've been manipulating people also ask, this is gonna hit you very hard if it's not already hit you. I've seen many sites were hit with the previous spam update. We're probably gonna see more sites hit. The next one is site reputation abuse. So they say here, sometimes websites that have their own great content may also host low quality content provided by third parties with the goal of capitalizing on the hosting site's strong reputation. For example, a third party may publish payday loans reviews on a trusted educational website to gain ranking benefits from the site. Such content ranking highly on search can confuse or mislead visitors who have vastly different expectations for the content or the given website. Now, what is Google trying to tell us here? Well, Forbes was nailed a few weeks back. If you've watched my video on that, a few other major websites were nailed because of that. they were hosting reviews for, I don't know, ovens and stuff and vacuum cleaners. So they were nailed. But over here, if you read between the lines, they're saying even if you don't even know that you have this content on your site, so someone might have, maybe you have a webmaster that's created a secret subdomain on your main domain. I have no idea about it. That webmaster, could be working with an SEO company and, just putting out all of that content that you're not sure of. But at the end of the day, your main core site will get nailed by the spam update, regardless or not if you're aware of this. Okay. So it says we now consider very low quality third party content produced primarily for ranking purposes and without close oversight of a website owner to be spam. See, oversight by the website owner. We published this policy 2 months in advance of enforcement on May 5th to give site owners time to make any needed changes. So if you've not made the changes to your website yet, get ready to get nailed. Expired domain abuse. Now, this is something that is very interesting and very near and dear to my heart because I create custom PBNs for clients. So it says here, occasionally expired domains are purchased and repurposed with the primary intention of boosting search rankings of low quality or unoriginal content. Occasionally, many times. I'm not the only guy doing this. There are loads of other people that are doing this. So to say it's occasionally done, it's not right. This can mislead users into thinking the new content is part of the older site, which may not be the case. Now, I must emphasize here, years ago, I found a way to kind of avoid this. So Google will not see the content that we produce on an expired domain, but expired yesterday, last month, last year, 10 years ago, does not matter. Okay, because the way we repurpose these domains is very different from what you find otherwise online. We also need to bear in mind that there's a difference between repurposing a domain for SEO purposes and then repurposing a domain for, just ranking your own site and not necessarily passing link juice. So you can be a genuine site that's using an expired domain, and Google doesn't want to nail those types of websites. So I'm going to explain to you what they're doing here. Expired domains that are purchased and repurposed with the intention of boosting search rankings of low quality content are now considered spam. Okay? Wording. Expired domains that are purchased and repurposed with the intention of boosting search rankings, which means your OBL, outbound link ratio. So the more OBL you have, and the lower your DR or the lower your overall quality, the quality of your site, it's easier for Google to figure out that this PBN or this so-called semantic network was created to rank other websites. Okay, there's more nuance to this, but this is generally what Google can look at and can tell that why this site was created. So to avoid that, I have my own system that I use, and so far I've not had any problems, and I'm sure even with the spam update, I'm not going to have any problems. Search helps people with billions of questions every day, but there will always be areas where we can improve. Okay, so this is just their ending statement. So 2 things here that are very important. Number one is their scale content abuse, which means any form of AI content that's low quality and not, I don't mean that it's well written or it has grammatical issues or whatever, but it just regurgitates content, you're going to have a problem with it. Now, I know people will, comment in my video and tell me, you know what, there's a prompt that you can use that will produce great content. I'll be doing it, XY YouTuber does this and whatever. So I don't care about any of that. I use AI as well. A lot of my websites that use AI rank very well, but we don't use AI the way a lot of YouTubers talk about and a lot of SEOs talk about. We have our own system whereby there's a lot of human work. The AI is just used to expedite the process of writing those articles. So it's not, or even web content, landing pages, or in some cases even improve upon them. Okay. So we're not just doing blatant AI content. So if you're doing that, that's really bad for your site. So I hope you guys liked the video. Let me know in the comments below if your site has been hit by the spam, by the December spam update, and also if your site was hit by the previous spam update. Because if that's the case, then you should be very careful about what you're posting on your site. And as always, like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. We'll discuss what's going on with the spam update in future videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy ranking.